Hello, hello. Are we ready for a new type of cozy stream? I'm excited. I'm very excited. Also a little nervous. No! Hellscythe, how dare you? I'm trying to get my yarn ready. Because I can't find the center pole for this freaking skein. And I'm like, no! This is the one I need first. Oh god, it's gonna make a huge mess. No! Hello! I am actually really excited to do this because I've not actually ever crocheted on stream, like, visibly. I've been in chats with people when they're doing other arts and I was crocheting in the background, but not me actually crocheting. So y'all are gonna get to see my skills, such as they are. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yep, it's just yarn vomit everywhere. I give up. Whatever. Ugh. You want to see what I'm working with? I'll show you. Let me switch to this one. So, I got my lovely desk mat here that I got from MomoCon. But, so okay, this is the skein, and this is what I had to pull out of the center to get to where the yarn is. It's fine. Where'd my hook go? There. Okay, so first thing that I'm making today, because I gotta make them for my next crochet video for YouTube, is we are gonna be making this little guy. We're making a little puddle slime first, which means I need a stitch marker, which is over here. It's louder than me. Okay, hold on. I will fix that. How is that better? Which is hilarious considering the microphone is right up in my face. Good. Okay, now I gotta turn my music up. Because I had the headphone control lower, but I was like, I don't want to turn the music in there too low. Okay, there's my stitch marker. Something I can see while I'm working on this little guy. Because I got the pattern pulled up. I got all the things going on. Now I still have to find the center. There it is. I found it. We're good. It's still a yarn vomity mess, but I got it. It's fine. It's whatever. But before we get to actually starting it, I get to do the dangerous thing. See, the problem with this yarn is because it's so fluffy, the edges of it like to, like, pop off of it. So I have to melt them without catching the yarn on fire. That's the problem. There we go. Just put that away for now. There we go. I get to wrap up my finger a little bit so that I've got some tension. Okay, let's get to working on this little guy, because he won't take me very long. The puddle ones never do, but because it's all the same pattern for this one, and I have to do the Secret Styles DLC version from the first Slime Rancher, because I found that one in the game, and I was like, well, now I gotta make it. It's 6 in a magic circle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then this is where these little thingies come in handy, so I don't lose where the first stitch is, because it's really hard to see the first stitch sometimes. But there we go. But how are you doing, Hellscythe? 4, 5, and 6. Gotta do an increase row now. Take that out until I get the stitch done. Okay. That'll do. I gotta scoot up a little closer so I'm not stretching out across my desk. Spam? Spam is unacceptable. We don't do that here. Dude, right before I was about to start stream, I got a spam call too. And I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it today. We're not doing that crap. We don't do that. Not in this house. I won't stand for it. Okay. And then 2 stitches in that one. And 2 stitches in this one. Well, good. I'm glad that you are. I still have cinnamon stuck in my teeth from breakfast. That was an hour and a half ago. And I apologize if you can hear me swallow. The microphone is literally like 6 inches from my mouth. But it's the only way that I can put the camera up because I don't have an overhead camera thing yet. Yet, being the key word. Yet. One day. There's one I saw where it like clips onto your desk at the edge and then like is like I think 2.5 to 3 feet above like your desktop, which would be perfect. That's exactly what I need, and then I can just zoom the camera manually. But for now, we work with the microphone arm. Hide the little end in the back. Stop it. This little guy is annoying. Because he won't stay down. He's going to get in the way. Did I do 2 in that one? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, Jesus. The downside to crocheting with velvet yarn is that you cannot see your stitches very well. But it looks so nice when it's done, so I will sacrifice. For the good of the plushies, I will sacrifice. Okay, and that's row 3. Okay, row 4 is easy. I'm gonna need more yarn, though, on my thingies. And then I gotta find the safety eyes, because I don't remember which size I was using. I think I was using 9mm safety eyes. I think. Because I don't stitch on the eyeballs. Okay, 1, 2... and then a double. There we go. There's the beginning of the row. I don't want to lose that. I have done that before, and I have had to pull out an entire project because of that. And I was like 15, 16 rows in. I'm like, I hate my life right now. How could I have done this to myself? There we go. I also wonder if I want to do, because there's a version of it. Let me see if I can find it. No, wrong way. Where's the, because like with this version of it, they have a little like, there's like a little pink lines across there. And I don't know if I want to do, I don't know if I want to do the little blush lines or not. You guys will have to help me decide, but we're gonna just cover that down for now, because it doesn't need to be in my way. I need one more stitch in there. Too many things on my screen, it's distracting. I seriously have like 8 different things pulled up on my screen right now, and I'm like, there's so much going on, I'm overstimulated. It's bad. It's fine, we have the chill Slime Rancher music to keep us company. Figured it was kind of perfect since we're crocheting slimes from the game for us to have the soundtrack playing in the background. Which is hilarious because it would not show through, it would not let me play it through Steam. I had to manually play it outside of Steam, and I'm like, really? That's what we're doing today? That's dumb. But it wouldn't register it if I didn't. So, unfortunately. Okay. And I'd be willing to bet that somebody's going to point out the fact that I do this really fast. I'm aware. I've seen much faster, too. Let's see. Okay, I've got one more row, and then we get to do the eyeballs. See, I have to wind it up like this so I can keep the tension really tight. Everyone's like, how do you do that and not, like, cut off the circulation in your fingers? I'm like, because I'm not stupid. I'm not going to do it so tight that I'm just going to turn my finger purple. Wrong with you? I want my finger to turn the same color as my yarn right now. That's crazy. I am still going to have to decide which color looks more like the rock slime, though, because I'm not going to do the spikies today. I'm going to do the bodies, at least, for the rock slime and the crystal slime, and I'm not entirely sure. The crystal slime, I might have to do it more purple than it is in-game, because I was going to do blue, but I don't think it's going to work. But I have 3 different shades of blue that I'm debating on for the rock slime, and I just don't know. Okay, now, let me see if I've got some in here of the right size eyeballs. I do! There's one. Oop, that's way too big. 2. There we go. I need the backs for that, which is one of those and one of those. Okay. How far apart are the eyes? 6 stitches. Okay. I can kind of sort of make that work. Okay, so row 1, 2, 3, and 4. So between here, that's about centered. And then we need 6 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Maybe. 1, 2, 3. I think that's right. That looks about right. Yeah. That looks pretty good. And then they just snap on really easy. The small ones snap on way better than the big ones, I will say. Which is nice. Oh, is that split? Oh, it is split. Well, this one's just for me, so it doesn't matter if the eyeball comes off at some point down the line. I don't ever use them when I'm like, if I'm selling plushies or if I'm gifting them, if the back's like split right there, it's like split right along the edge of the safety eye. Also, is it out of focus? I don't think it's out of focus. I had to turn off the autofocus because every time I moved my hand, it started to do funky stuff, and I was like, no, 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 we're not doing that today. How dare you? But also, some of the video from today is going to go in the video for, oh no, it's back loops, oops. Is going to actually go in the video for the next, crochet one. Let's see. Okay, it's 2 and then a decrease. That's right. I know this pattern. It's not like I didn't make just like 100 of them like a month ago or 2 months, something like that. I went on this kick where all I was making was little slimes and they were like a bunch of different colors. I swear I made at least like 50 to 100 of them. I made so many slimes. It was insane. This is the only part that I really struggle with, is when I have to work in just one of the 2 loops on the top, is because you have to take your time and make sure you're not accidentally pulling the wrong ones. And I struggle. I struggle a lot. I don't know what that accent is. We're not going to talk about it. Okay, and then... What? 1, 2... Okay. Jesus. Losing track of my stitches. Story of my life. The other nice thing about these is they don't require a lot of the stuffing, because the only part that gets stuffed is the little bump where the body is. That one, and then one more decrease in that row. Whoops, that's 2. And there, perfect. Okay. Now I can stitch like normal again. And thank goodness for that. 1 and a decrease, and I'm gonna have a very tiny spot to stuff with, but it's fine. I can do it. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Oh, come on, man. No, I need you to go in the top loop. Hi, Annie. I'm doing pretty good. I'm struggling with my hook today. It's not cooperating. But how are you doing? I'm glad you could join. I need to move over to, where is it? That one. And once I get done with this section, I'll show you what we're making. Like, obviously slimes. It's in the title, but you know. You gotta know which ones specifically. Ooh, let's not pop the thread. Oh, I would have lost my absolute shit if I had just popped the thread open right there. Not today. Okay, that's the end of that row. I mean, I have been crocheting since I was 12. But, so I've had a bit of practice. Okay. And I have a giant, well, it's not even that big of a bag over here. It's a 12-ounce bag of polyfill that my husband's aunt gave me because she was like, I can't make the thing I wanted to make with it, so I'm done. You can have it. And I'm like, okay. I mean, free polyfill is not going to make me mad in the slightest. Okay, we're going to have to stuff a little more in there as we go. Do not pull out that stitch. I will riot. Oh. Do not. Oh, I was about to lose my mind. Okay. Now I got to decrease and stitch it shut. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. I mean, I get it with the tired bit. I'm also very tired, but I just have insomnia. Well, if that is the case, then what's something that, even if it's not like something you've made yet, something you would like to try making? Because I'm always curious what people are drawn to when they want to crochet. Come on, get in there. I need a little more stuffing. He's gonna be too flat. There's 1, that's 4, 5, and 1 more. Okay, now I can do that. Where'd my scissors go? Oh no, it's just I have insomnia. I don't get to sleep much. And then, see, this is something I learned a long time ago. Keep your needle, your tapestry needle, with your scissors. Oh, I'm with you on that one. I love making plushies. And this little magnet I actually got out of a makeup palette because I was like, I'm not keeping it anymore, and I know there's magnets in there that keep it shut, so I'm just going to steal the magnets when I throw this away. Okay, now I got to stitch the bottom of it shut. You might get to see, depending on how quickly we get through these today. I mean, the puddle thingy won't take me very long because they're not very big. I don't think the bodies for the other ones should take me very long, but I need that to tie it off. And then there's that. Okay, let's hide the little endy bit in here. Which one's this one? Oh no, I don't want to ruin the ending of it. We gotta move past the one where they're singing. In case somebody hasn't played the game. I mean, if you haven't played Slime Rancher 1, you're a little behind the times because Slime Rancher 2 is already out. Okay, now I gotta melt the end of this before I pull it through so it doesn't come loose. Oh, that's really close. Why did it do it that way? That's fine. You know what? Maybe. It'll depend. I mean, I'm down for it. Obviously. Okay. There, him little face. But here, I will show you what we are making. We are making the puddle slime from the first Slime Rancher. Where did the end go that I cut? Oh, no. Did I lose the end? No, I didn't. It's right here. Oh, God. Melt that one. There we go. Now I get to do the real fun part, which is the building out the actual puddle part. Did I just... Okay, no, that was my brain playing tricks on me. I know, I'm very excited. He's gonna be so cute, because we're gonna do him, and then... Let me find the other picture. No, wrong way. And then we gotta do this one, the little lily pad version afterwards. I'm so excited. But I have two different colors that could work for the lily pad one. And I don't know which one's better. You guys can help me decide then, I suppose. Okay, now... You know, if chat wasn't covering up my picture, I'd be fine. And it's not your guys' fault. It's mine. It's because it's Slime Rancher. Everything's cute in Slime Rancher. Let's just say Monami Park has a monopoly on cuteness. Okay, so now I gotta do that as the first stitch. Right? Yes. Okay. Oh. Okay, I need... Oh, Jesus, alright. I always forget how weird it is to start these. But it's fine, I got this. I need one loop there. Then in the next stitch is where we start the pattern. 1, 2, and 3. And then an increase stitch. After this one, I'll have to pop up the pattern in chat that I'm using, because this one is not on my pattern. When I get to the rock slime and the crystal slime, those are me just kind of freehanding it, because I don't have the pattern pack for those, and I kind of want to just make them my own thing. I probably eventually will do the pattern. It's by the same creator that did the one for the puddle fire slime pattern I'm using, which I actually, for my sister for Christmas, I made the Yoki slime from Slime Rancher 2 for her, and she immediately put it on her head. So she had a little fried egg slime on her head. And I was like, you know what? That's perfect. Whoops, that is not one stitch. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And then an increase. Ah! I lost my tension. Oh my god. You know, I've discovered lately that I just get itchy ears all the time. And it's really annoying. I don't know why I get itchy ears, but I do. So my lighter's in the way. Okay. You didn't see anything. You saw nothing. Okay. No one saw me miss a stitch and the hook completely slip out. No one saw that. Right. Nobody saw it. We can deny it happened. 3 and increase. Okay. This is where it's going to get a little tricky, but should be all right. 1, 2, 3, and because it's on separate rows, this is going to be the weird one. Oh, but we can't talk about it, Annie. Because then they'll know my secret. I'm not perfect. Just gonna stop. I'm gonna see myself out, thanks. Okay, and now I gotta mark where the beginning of that one is so I don't lose my spot. Because knowing... Listen, I need both. Thank you. Knowing me, I would. The Indigo Quarry theme. I love this one. It's so pretty. From here, it shouldn't be too hard to finish building it out. I don't know about amazing, but I am pretty darn good at this. I also even redid my nails last night so they'd be pretty for on stream because they were looking a little rough. But you know, I'd had them that way for like almost 2 weeks, so I'm not surprised. I think they turned out pretty good. They turned out pretty good. I mean, I didn't paint them myself, but I needed to redo them. Sometimes I painted myself, but I was feeling a little lazy and tired last night, so I was like, meh, I'll just do the ones that are already painted. It's just easier sometimes. And then I don't have to think about it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Gonna have to add in more crochet streams more frequently, aren't I? You know, that's fair. I have to do the trade-off between long fingers, because I can do long fingers for piano, but I can't for guitar. I can't, it's just not possible, but I haven't played anything in so long. Besides, my favorite instrument is my vocal cords. And I don't want to brag or nothing, but I'm pretty good at that one. I do a little. I used to play a lot more, but I don't have a piano anymore. Because the piano that I was playing on was my mom's, and that's still at my brother and sister's house, so. My biggest problem with playing anything is that I have to play it all by ear because I can't read music at all. Oh, I'm completely off screen. I apologize. I'm going to just scoot this back a teensy bit so that way I can lean back a little bit more and it's more comfortable. That's better. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and... Ah! Stop it! Stupid hook. Ah. Yeah, when I was in school, I used to be a little bit better at like sight reading stuff, but even then I was just kind of mumbling my way through. Oh, itchies. Why is everything so itchy today? I don't get it. There we go. But these days, yeah, you put the sheet music in front of me and be like, I can tell you what the words say, but I can't tell you what that note is, nor what it sounds like. So yeah, when I learned to play guitar, most of what I was learning was by ear or by like tablature. Singing's easy. That's just mimicry of notes. And I'm very good at singing, I will say. As Josh can probably attest if he shows up in chat today. I don't know if he's going to. He may be too busy with work, which, understandable. It's been a weird week already, and it's just Tuesday. Which means I can only imagine what the rest of the week is going to be like. Okay. How many more rows do I have after this one? 2. Okay. And then it should be done. Like I said, these ones don't take very long, the puddle slimes. You know, oh god, that voice crack. We're gonna pretend that we didn't hear that, but... Excuse me. But no, there was a time for a while where I did not crochet at all. And it took me a bit to get back into the swing of things. But now it's been, I think, 2.5, almost 3 years straight of me crocheting, and I have not stopped. I mean, partly because I do get paid to make crochet thingies, which is nice. So, both on Etsy and in my town. I will say, ducks are pretty popular, and if we get done with the bodies here, I have a duck from last night I want to finish up, and a hippo. So you guys will get to see that. Because I love making little hippos. I know, I have... Well, there's a shop in our town that I have essentially a consignment with, where I will drop off whatever, and then she takes a commission out of it. And then I have another shop that is in the, like, next biggest town over. And essentially she buys them off of me for, like, a wholesale price, and then she will mark them up to match with her store prices, which I don't care. I still get paid for the plushies either way. So it doesn't bother me. Okay. Okay, I did do the double stitch, and I was like, okay, hold on. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It's not gonna, you know, make or break the bank, but it helps. And I get to do something fun, and I don't have to worry about constantly feeling like I have that, like, the pressure of normal job stuff on my shoulders all the time. Besides, with as sick as I get so much, I wouldn't really be able to do a full-time job anyway anymore, which is why I've gone so heavy into streaming and YouTube and crochet. Okay, now we have the real fun row. This is the one with all the ups and downs. This is going to be the weird one. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, because this has different stitches in it that are not a part of the other one. I know, it is a pretty good deal. Oh my god, what now? I've got... Phone, shut up. Okay. And 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Is it an increase? Yeah, it is an increase in that one. Okay. 1, 2, and then 2 more of the half double crochet. And I think I'm probably gonna... You might think they look a little weird depending on if you use US terms or UK/EU terms. Because what the US say is a double crochet is what we in the US would say is a single crochet. And a treble crochet, because the way that the US terms work is like, how many I do? 3. So like this is a half double because there's 3 loops on the hook when you stitch, so it's not the full height. But like for us, this one is a double crochet where it's 1, 2 because you pull the loop through 2 times. But for UK, that's 3 because that's a treble crochet because there's 3 loops on the hook when you start the stitch. And I always thought that was very interesting, the way that they calculate it that way. And that's how the terminology became what it is. And I'm like, huh, okay. At least that's what my aunt always told me. And she lives in Northampton in England, so I'd say she probably has a decent idea. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Like halfway there. Because, yeah, like what we'd say is a single crochet, which is what I was just doing, where it's this. That's a double. And I'm like, why is it that way? And what we say is a slip stitch is a single crochet for the UK and EU. And I'm like, oh, God. And don't even get me started on the terms that they use in Southeast Asia, because I had a Japanese, or not a Japanese, a Korean pattern that was translated into English, and I was like, oh god, the terms are all wrong. What do I do? Oh no. So I had to manually go through and retranslate it into US terms, and I was like, this is ridiculous. This is too much work. Okay, and then I need a half. And then increase, which is easy because it's literally just 2 stitches in the same spot. And then 4. 2, 3, and 4. I will say this pattern is really fun to make, and it's really easy. I mean, I've been stitching this for what, 30 minutes, and I'm almost done. And that's slow for me just because it's on camera and I'm leaning forward a little more than normal. Because normally I'll sit back in my chair and crochet. Probably contributing to the back problems, but whatever. Probably doesn't help that this chair just does not have lumbar support anymore. Because this chair's older than my brother. Actually, I think this chair is probably about as old as me. Excuse me, that is a cat fur. That's not supposed to be up here. She's not even in the room right now. She's laying on the couch. Because she don't want nothing to do with me. Not right now, anyway. She just doesn't like to come in and hang out in the office much anymore during the day. But she's getting old. I'm not surprised. Ah, no. Don't mess up on the last stitch. Okay, there's that. And then I have to connect it there. Done with that stitch marker. Okay. A good decent sized tail to stitch that with, and we gotta melt the end on the actual skein so that it doesn't come apart afterwards. There we go. Okay, so we're done with that blue for now. I might need it later depending on what we decide for the rock slime, but for now we've got the puddle slime. So my question is, do we want to do just the plain, or do we want to add the pink blush? Because I can do the pink blush. I think I have the color that I need for that. Yeah, I have the color I need for that. Because either one works for me. Extra floofs? No, not acceptable. Now I get to hide the string. Which, this is always the fun part, hiding the frickin' yarn. This is why you melt the ends, because when you stitch through, the fluffs come off, and I'm just gonna fluffs all over me, but it's fine. I'm usually covered in yarn fluff and cat fur anyway. You know those jokes that everybody makes about crazy cat ladies? It's me. I'm the crazy cat lady. I'm also covered in yarn because I'm the crazy craft lady. Oh, come on. Listen, yarn, I'm gonna need you to... I need 2 of them. There we go. Jesus. That was not being cooperative at all. Okay, into that stitch. And then into the body. There we go. And then to seal it off so it doesn't come loose, I usually stitch through this actual loops, like in between them on the body, and then stitch back into the body across the other side before I actually trim the final bit and pull it through. because it keeps it from getting... There's a less likely chance of it, like, working its way out as you go. There we go, so it doesn't fray. And then... There we go. Ta-da! A little puddle. Do we want to do the pink for the little blushies or not? Because I could do it with this pink. And it would just be a couple little lines across here. Or do we want to leave him as he is? Because I'm good either way. Also, why am I getting notifications? Oh. That makes sense. I was like, what is happening right now? I think for now, we will leave him as is. We can set him off to the side up here. And we can always add the pink on after. But now, we're switching and gonna make... where? Oh no, not the tars. We're gonna make the little puddle. Now for this one, I have two potential colors. Oh god, that we could make this one. And if we do it with one of them, it's gonna end up a little bit bigger. But I've got these two colors. Oh, the color grading is so off on here. Because this one in real life looks a lot more like the one in Puddle Slime, but on camera, this one looks a little more like it. I'm gonna hold it up to the screen. I think this one in real life looks a lot more like the lily pad version, so I think we'll do this one. But it's gonna end up it's gonna end up interesting. That's for sure. But mount the end a little bit, because this one is technically thicker, so this is going to actually end up being a much bigger slime than what we were working with, but that's fine. I don't really care about the size-wise what they're going to look like, because it doesn't really matter. It's just for me. Okay, I need another stitch marker, something that's going to show up. I guess red would work. But yeah, basically, I just got to do that whole thing we just did. The whole damn thing again. It's just at the end, we have a flower to add. And I think I have the pink that I want to do for that. Yeah, this is going to end up so much bigger than the puddle we just made, but it's fine. It already feels so much thicker. But, whatever. Also, I needed a drink. Okay. What is happening? Oh. That's the radio one. Because when you're at the, I believe it's when you're either inside the house or whatever, there's a couple different songs that are very, like, bouncy. This being one of them. Okay. Ah! Come on, stitch marker. I need you to cooperate a little. There. Jeez. I don't know why that was being so difficult, but it was. Story of my life. Okay. 2. Stay down, little endy bit. Y'all are gonna get to hear my weird crochet terms that are not actual crochet terms, because I say weird stuff when I crochet. Yeah, this is another part of it that I'm just like, this song is so, it's completely different than the vibe of the rest of Slime Rancher, but I kind of love it. Okay, there we go. One, two, and... Ah, no! Stop it! Yeah, I think this is probably going to be about size and a half of the one we made first, the regular puddle slime, but that's fine. Slightly bigger means I can make better detailed bits for the flower, so... I'm not opposed to that. Come on. There we go. Gonna have to get some more yarn on my finger before we get to the next row, though, because... Ah, there we go. The relaxed versions of all the songs. I love how when they were doing the soundtracks for Slime Rancher, which Harry Mack did an amazing job. He does, I think, most of the music for Slime Rancher 1. I don't know if he did them all for Slime Rancher 2. I think he did. But when they were doing the music for Slime Rancher 1, that there's like 4 different versions of every area's song. So like you get a relaxed version, your excited version, your calm like evening version, and then there's like a late night version of each song. And I'm like, I love that. So you get a very different vibe for each of the different areas. And then through the side, so I don't have to take it out again. Okay. Ah, come on now. Don't make me lose my tension. I'll lose my patience. I don't got a lot of it. Actually, I do. I wouldn't be able to sit here and crochet if I didn't have a decent level of patience. I lose my patience when things don't go my way. Like I did, I think it was it last year or the year before? I think it was 2024. I was trying to make a pair of like really velvety slippers for my husband's aunt. Well, his great aunt, but and oh my god, did I struggle. And I got to the point finally where I was like, I give up. I cannot make slippers. I cannot do it. And I finally told her, I was like, I can't do it. I have tried. I've been trying for months, and I have found a thing that I can't make. Indigo Quarry. I love the Indigo Quarry music. It feels like the way that like you can hear the mallet hitting, like, I don't know if it's hitting the xylophone pedals or if it's hitting like the it doesn't sound like a dulcimer, but like similar vibe. Excuse me. Do I have another? No, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, there's the big one. Oh my goodness. But I think it is xylophone because it sounds like the soft mallet's hitting a xylophone, but it sounds like if you were to like tink on one of the crystal spikes from the crystal or the rock slimes, like that's what it sounds like to me, and it fits so perfect since Indigo Quarry is where you find the crystal slimes for the first time in Slime Rancher 1. I keep having to remind myself that it's Slime Rancher 1 because I've been playing so much of 2 lately, and just the area for you to go around in Rainbow Island in the second one is so much bigger than in Slime Rancher 1, which makes sense considering how much time they put into the second game. And I love the second game so much. I love both of them though. They're so fun to play. Oh, excuse me. I got sneezes, I got itches, I got burps, I got all the things today. It's not ideal. Having a great time, aren't we? Am I still gonna even be able to use the same size eyes, or am I gonna have to use bigger ones? Oh no, I didn't even think about that. I might be able to get away with the 9mm eyes, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to have to bump up all the way to 12 though. That's a bit big. But I mean, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, when I started making the when I started doing the crochet series for this for YouTube, I decided from the beginning, I was like, I don't care what the size is for each of them. I just want to make them look like as close to the versions in the game as I can. I do. I love them. I think I did too many stitches there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, okay. All right, now the back loop ones. Nope, before I do the back loops, I gotta do the eyes. So, okay. So yeah, that is gonna be a bit bigger. Not much, but I can probably still get away with doing the same size eyes. Let me see if I've got extras in here. I do. Come back here. 1, and nope, that's too big. There we go. Thought I was gonna have to get the box out. I was like, no, I don't want to have to get the whole box out just to get 2 safety eyes out. Probably still gonna have to anyway when I get to the rock and the crystal slime bodies. There we go. I mean, they're just so fun to play though. I love them. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's about the center. 1, 2, 3 there. And 1, 2, 3 there. There we go. That'll do. Nice. He got his eyes. That's what we needed. Otherwise, he'd be just a little blind slime, and poor little guy. Which one's this one? Oh, moss blanket. I was like, which area is this? I haven't gotten that far in my replay for this series yet, so I don't remember all the music for all the different areas. Oops. And I mean, how can you really complain about such a cozy, like, low stakes, cute game? Like, maybe that's why I've been enjoying the Slime Rancher game so much, and why I enjoy Coral Island so much. Because, like, there's very minimal combat, kind of like with Stardew Valley, that there's just such minimal combat in the game. Other than in the mines, like, you just don't have to worry about any of that. And considering my other games on my channel right now are Alan Wake 2 and Bioshock 2, I feel like the cozy vibes are a bit of a reprieve. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I had to blow my nose a little bit. I didn't want to make you guys have to hear that. It would have been very loud. Considering how close I am to the mic, it would have been very loud. No one needs to hear that. You know, I don't need to blow everybody's eardrums out. Okay, that's that decrease. And then 1 and 2 decrease. Okay. We're getting there. We're almost done with the body for this one. Oh man, we're about to have ads. I don't want you guys to miss any of the crocheting. That's no fun. Oh, it'll give me a chance to properly blow my nose here in a minute. I only did like a partial, and I could still feel stuff in there, and I'm like, ugh, get it out. But I might be able to get done with the body by the time we get to our ad break at the very least. Come on, almost there. Yeah. Now I gotta stuff it. Which is gonna be slightly more stuffing than the blue one. Because it's bigger. Alright. 1, 2, and 3. And I will say most of like the final rows on things, especially if you're decreasing like this, end up being either 8 stitches or 6 stitches. 6 is the most common, but come on. There we go. Need a little more so that he's as poofy and squishy as he needs to be. And yes, that's the scientific term, of course. Think I can fit a little more. Maybe. Are my eyes bigger than my plushie? Nope, they were not. I could do it. I don't know what that little gremlin laugh was, but you know what? It's fine. I know this one. This is Ancient Ruins. This is the courtyard part. I know this song. Okay, I need one more decrease. And then, ta-da! We have a body done. And we're about to have ads. So, I'm going to switch to my BRB screen. Actually, I'm going to have to set this up real quick. And we're back. I didn't want you guys to miss anything, even if it is just me ending off the little body part. I didn't want to do that. Okay. I will say, with this particular yarn, it doesn't feel like it's going to shed as much as the blue for this little guy did. Because this yarn, and I have so much of it, this yarn sheds so bad. Which is the reason that I melt the ends, but it doesn't help all the time. Like, it's better, but it doesn't help completely. Alright. And this yarn feels a lot tougher. Like, it's not going to snap if I tug on it a little bit tougher than I normally would. Yeah, like, that's a full tug, and that's not coming out of there. Is good, is strong yarn. Gonna have to get more of this. There's a few colors of this particular one that I'm very excited to get. And there we go. I'm still probably gonna melt the end just in case, because I don't, excuse me, I don't want to take the chance that it does start to fray at all, but come on. There we go. There, that'll do. Perfect. All right. Here's his little eyes. He's so cute. Alright, I gotta do the same thing with this end. Yeah, that's good enough. Glass Desert. I was like, which one's this one? I love the flutes for this piece. We're not playing Slime Rancher, we're crocheting the slimes, Branch. But welcome. This is for my second crochet slime video over on YouTube. At least the first part of the stream will be. If we have enough time at the end, I will probably be finishing off a couple of other works in progress right now, but for the moment, I'm making slime. See, we got our little puddle slime. We did that one first, and now we got to do the lily pad version of the puddle slime. But how are you doing, Branch? How's your cozy Tuesday? Hopefully as cozy as it's been over here. Over here on the ship. Ah, I said I was going to put the pattern up for the slime, wasn't I? It's the frickin' tism, guys. It's the frickin' tism. Makes me forgetful as shit. Hold on. I will do that in a second. I want to cover this end and get rid of the yarn that's on my finger. And then I will put the pattern in the chat. And for those of you who are watching the VOD in the future, it will be down in the description. For this, and then when I get to the duck pattern as well, if we get that far. Hopefully we get that far. I'm hoping that doing the bodies for the other two slimes today won't take too long, because it's the same pattern I've been using to do the, I did a pink slime, and then two different versions of a tabby slime, because I did the regular tabby, and then I did the tabby Gordo mixed with the pink, or the tabby Largo. Gordo's the really big ones. And I think they turned out really well. If you guys want, I can link those videos in the chat too. Because I did that big long video not this past weekend, but the weekend before. And I think it turned out pretty good. And that does have gameplay in it too. Because the whole deal with this series is that when I come across the slimes in game and I have a completed, essentially when I have a completed corral for them and I have at least 3 in that corral, then we crochet them. That's the deal. Okay, and then I need 1, 2, come on, 3, and then this one's going to be the tough one because it's on the weird bump part, and 4. Okay, then listen, I'm going to need you to cooperate, Hook. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna do that sideways. If I can, oh my god. You guys did not see how much I struggled with that. No one needs to see. What is in my throat? How much I struggled with that. Oh god. Don't mind me. Just dying over here. Okay. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an increase. Okay. Let me go on my Etsy real quick, because that's where I get most of my patterns from. And then I will pull up the where is it? Whoops, if I could type. There it is. Come on. Okay, so this one first. This one is, it's going to be a really long one. I apologize. But this is the link for specifically the puddle slime and fire slime pattern that I have. And they did update it to put the yolky slime on there and the orange fire slime. So if you guys are interested in trying to crochet that for yourselves, that is that one there. And then I will leave my Etsy pulled up to that page, just that way I can keep that open for when we do get to the duck, if we get to the duck today. That way I can pull up the pattern for that one. But okay. Oh, I was gonna get the video for frickin', oh my god. I told you, the ADHD and the autism are an absolute nightmare sometimes. Hang on. Jesus. I give up. Okay. This one. There you go. That's the YouTube link for the video if y'all want to watch that at some point. I got there eventually, you know. I got there eventually. We're just gonna we're gonna pretend none of that happened. Alright, that's what's gonna happen. Oh my god, my throat. My sinuses and my throat are not cooperative today. I'm just trying to crochet slimes, man. I'm just trying to crochet slimes. Which one's this one? Oh, this is the desert one. I forgot that was a thing that can happen in that game, is that you can get like firestorms essentially in the first game, and I'm like, that doesn't happen in the second game. What the heck? You just get freaking tornadoes now. That's fun. Okay, then I need to scroll in the pattern so I can see where I'm at. That's what I need. Oh yeah. That's when you're on fire. That's a fun bit. Out in the desert. It's very orchestral. I love it. It gives me the same vibes as the composer Yanni, the Greek composer Yanni. It gives me this very similar vibes to specifically his Live at the Acropolis album. And I'm just like, the fact that I have such weird, random, eclectic music tastes, the fact that I can go from random game soundtracks to listening to like heavy metal and then turn around and listen to like random specific country artists and then just classical composers. Because you know what? I like what I like. Ah! Stay on the hook, damn it. Come on. There we go. Okay, I should only have 2 more rows after this one, and then we got to make the little flower, which it looks like it's 4 petals for the flower, which shouldn't be too hard to do, I hope. Ideally, I'd like to make them all one piece, like stitched together, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that work. We're going to find out. The little yellow stalks are going to be pretty easy, because I was going to make them little tubes, because that's what they technically are in the game, but I think with as small as they're going to be, that's just not really going to be feasible. Like, if I was making a giant slime that was like the size of a dinner plate, yeah, I could do that, but I don't think that's going to work for this little guy. Oh, could you imagine if I made a giant slime the size of a dinner plate? Should I do that? Should I do that at some point? That would be kind of fun. I kind of love that idea. That's no longer a slime toy at that point. It's a hat. I have made a slime hat. Okay. Got to crack my knuckles. Because the one downside to crocheting at the speed that I do is that I get tensed up muscles and I get a bit of fluid buildup, especially around my wrists from the repetitive motion. But as long as I make sure that I stretch like my fingers and my wrists frequently when I'm crocheting, I don't usually have too many problems. Because, yeah, after all that, now I feel fine. Ah, come on. Which one's this one? Ah, yes, this is the ranch at nighttime. I love the ranch music. It's just so pretty and cute and fun, and I like it. I will say, going back to the first game after playing the second game, I absolutely adore the ranch itself. I didn't like how long the entrance into the ranch was. That was a little lengthy, but not the end of the world. Once I get teleporters in the game, it makes it a little easier, but I didn't have those yet. Okay. See? I told you these wouldn't take me very long. We're almost done with this little guy. At least with the body part. The petals might take me a minute, but... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's going to be where we end. Oops. Stop it. Get some help. And 3. 1, 2, 3. One, a 2, and then center. You know, between the itchy nose, the sneezing, whatever's going on with my throat, I need to just go lay down. I refuse. I won't do it. You can't make me. I don't need to be laying down more. I won't sleep tonight if I do. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Missed the loop. I need the extra loop for that one. And that's how many? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three. And 5. Okay. Almost done here. Don't stitch through the stitch marker. Okay. Melt this one. Excuse you later. I need you to cooperate a little bit. Thank you. Okay, we're done with that color. For now, anyway. That actually needs to go back up here because I'm going to use that later for a different thing. I'm going to make a hippo out of this color because I really like it. But that's a future me project. That's not a on stream. Unless you want it to be on stream, I can do that too. I definitely want to keep doing more cozy streams like this, but some of them may end up being like weekend streams or something. I don't know. Okay, now let's hide the end of this inside it so it doesn't come loose. Then we'll sort out the flower thing. Yeah? Because I'm going to have to get that pink out and that yellow anyway. Excuse me. My house is creaking for reasons unknown. Ghosts. That's why. I just blame it on ghosts. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Just hacking ghosts. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, I didn't need to melt that end, but it's fine. Kept it from fraying while I was stitching, so I will take it. Oh, that's perfect. Beautiful. I love when it melts just the way that I want it to. Oh, it's so nice. Okay. So we got our little lily pad base done. Yeah, that's actually so much bigger comparatively. Like, that's a decent size bigger. I love that though. That's kind of great. Let me get my pink out that I was using. Wherever it went. It's around here somewhere. There it is. This is going to be the tricky one because this pink is actually thinner than this by a significant portion. But it's the, and it looks a little orangey on here, but it is the perfect pink for this. This is the pink that I was using for the original like pink slime. But for this one, we're going to need a smaller crochet hook. So I'm going to need, do I go with the 3.5 or do I go with the 2.75? I think we're going to go with the really small one for this one. I'm going to put the blue one away for now. I don't need that until we get to the other bodies, but this one's going to be a little bit difficult because I am freehanding the lily pad. They don't have the lily pad edition, like the flower edition, in that in that pattern, unfortunately. But, alright, let's see what we got here. I'm leaving an extra tail on it, just that way if we need extra to stitch with, but... Oh, it's so small. It's fine. I can do this. I can do this. We're fine. So, let's see. For this, if I want the flowers to be about that long, maybe 8 chains? Maybe 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'll add 1 for the extra, so. We're gonna do... For now, I'm just gonna do little single crochets all the way down. Chain, which normally I would stitch into the bottom part of this, but it's just so small that I don't want to risk like messing up the stitch integrity, because I've done that before and it's not pretty. Come on, hook. God. Sometimes with the small hooks. Ugh. Okay. So they do taper down to a point. I think I can work with that. Okay. So, if we're going to do it that way, we're going to need... do I do a double or do I do a half? I think I'll do a half double, which means I only need 1 chain up the side. I know, my process is probably so boring for how I'm figuring out which stitches to do. 2, 3, 4, and then I think I'll do 5 of that, and then the rest single crochets around to get to the point of it. Yeah. I think that'll do. Because that'll let it taper in slightly smaller towards the tip of it. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then into the tip of it, we need to do 1, 2, and 3. And then should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, perfect. I can actually pick up the yarn from this one. Like I said, this yarn is super hard to crochet with sometimes because it's so thin. I think I'm gonna have to do 4 separate petals, which, whatever, it's fine. I can stitch them on that way and it shouldn't be a big deal. Come on. 3, 4, and 5 right there in the end. Yeah, what do we think? That's pretty cute. I think that'll work. Just do 3 more of those? Yeah. I can work with that. Let's finish that off for now and put that to the side. That's 1 petal done. Now I just got to do the same thing 3 more times. It's fine, I can do that. I don't really need that stitch marker anymore. I'll probably get a different color when we start on the rock slime body anyway. I swear to Gord. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sneezing is going to drive me insane today. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. For the extra chain. I will say the one benefit that I've found of using different sizes for the yarn is that you just have so many different options for like really building out patterns and stuff, because when I was a kid I always used the same this, it was the same type of yarn for everything. So I used the Karen Simply Soft for literally everything for about 6, no, it was longer than that, maybe 8 years, until I discovered velvet yarn. And then I was like, oh, I have options. And I have not looked back since then, because crocheting with this yarn, with the velvet and the chenille yarn, is so nice. And now I find it hard to go back to acrylic yarn sometimes, just regular, like, non-velvet acrylic. It's 4 and 5. Because I basically want to make sure that each petal has the exact same pattern so that I get a uniform look when I put the petals on. Excuse you. There we go. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 in the same spot. And then it goes big again for 5 stitches. 2, 3, 4, and whoops. There we go. 5. Ancient Ruins. The nighttime version. The nighttime one is really nice. I like it. And yes, I realize I'm leaving way longer tails than I probably need for these, but I'd rather have more of a tail on them and be able to really get them stitched on the way that I want, versus not have a tail on them that's super long and then run out of yarn to stitch them with. That's a problem. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Alright, I'm so focused right now. I've hit the zone, y'all. Pop my thumb. That's a new one. I don't normally have to pop my thumbs. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then 5 of the half double down the side there. I do kind of love, though, that with this one, it gives it like a, like sometimes how you see in a flower petal, there's like the line down the center that's darker than the rest of the petal. Or like there's a definitive bump in the petal, or even with like leaves. That this gives that, with us having the line down the center, gives it that look. I like that a lot. I feel like I missed a stitch on that one somewhere. No, it is 5. Okay. Losing my mind. Not that that's anything new. Can't lose what you didn't have in the first place, huh? one more petal. I'm pretty sure it's 4. Hold on, let me look, because I've got a picture of it in game. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it is 5. Dang it. It is 5 of them. Oh man, okay, well. Alright. I guess I'm making a 5th one. That's fine. I thought it was only 4. The art looked like it was only 4. Well, is what it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. At least they're easy to make. That's always my concern when I do something like this, is that it's going to be difficult to make them because it's add-on pieces, but not so much with this. The nice thing is the way that they're stitched on, I can overlap a little bit with some of them. Is it 5 or is... Oh my god, no, it's 6. Jesus. Yeah, because it's 3 underneath and 3 on top. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make 6. Oh my god. I should keep making more work for myself, don't I? It's fine. No wonder I can't sit correctly. Oh god, everything's shaking. I rolled over and I made the entire thing get screwed up. But I was sitting off center and I was like, why can I not sit nicely at the desk like I normally do? Because I'm not in the same place I normally am. What is the title of this song? Less Awful Ravenous Rainbows. That's what we're calling the tar? Okay. I wonder if that's the music that plays when it's actually raining and the tars show up, because the rain will get rid of them? Maybe. Kinda sounds that way, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that's the 4th one, and now I gotta make 2 more, even though I thought I was done, but, you know, whatever. I am nothing if not a thorough bitch. So I will do my best. And also, if you guys do want me to switch to a different game, I have a few of music. I have a few other soundtracks I can pop up from different games that I have downloaded right now. I think I have... Actually, let me look. I have both Slime Rancher game soundtracks. I have the soundtrack for Kena Bridge of Spirits, which I absolutely adored that game. And I have the Hades 1 soundtrack. I have more soundtracks, I just don't have them all downloaded, but it wouldn't take me very long if we wanted to. Like 20-something soundtracks from different games. Or, excuse you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on. Here we go. There was no slack. That's a problem. I was pulling on the entire yarn cake and I'm like, excuse me. I don't need the whole thing coming across here. That's unnecessary. Just a little. Just a little bit. You know, I was thinking about it. And honestly, if I was doing more crochet streams, I wouldn't necessarily have to make plushies. I could work on making pieces for wearable things and or blankets. I could do granny squares. There's actually a really cute granny square bag that I do want to make at some point. But I'd have to figure out how to stitch in the liner because I've never done that with a crochet anything before, is where I've stitched in a regular fabric liner so you can actually like use it. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. I do have a sewing machine now. I don't really have a good place to set it up, but I do have a sewing machine now. Just set it up on the floor and just stream from the floor. It's fine. Clear out in front of my shelves for the day. It'd be fine. My frickin' yarn shelves. Which I do have yarn shelves. There's 3 big bookshelves in this room that well, let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12 of the 15 shelves that are on there are covered in yarn. The 3 on the bottom have the heavy supply and extra accessory boxes, just because, you know, you put the heavy stuff on the bottom instead of the top, because, you know, don't be stupid. Okay. I got 1 more to make. And then at least I only have to make like 2 little bits for the center out of the yellow, which I think I know which yellow I'm going to use. Because it's the same one I've been doing when I'm making this duck pattern to make it look like a rubber duck. It's a very like sunflowery kind of yellow versus the bright like pastel sunshine yellow that I also have. So I think that'll probably work better for the flower part, since it is it's a little bit darker of a yellow than like the really bright sunshine. So, because where's the sunshine one? I have this one for the sunshine yellow, which is way too bright, I feel like, for this. So instead I have this one, which I think is going to be a lot better. So, but I have 1 more petal to make. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And I've had to be very careful with this because this does snap very easily. I found that out the hard way when I was trying to make the pink slime, because I made the entire slime body out of this pink. It was annoying. So I don't know why it's not color balancing right now. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay, 1, 2, stop it, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, that's the last petal now. There we go. Alright, we can get that pink out of the way. And I don't want to start stitching on any of the pieces until we get the little stems done for the center, so. Okay, and I shouldn't need this hook anymore. And now we're back to the blue one for this. Okay, how big do I really want to make it? It's not very tall. Because it's only sticking up like that much off the top, like literally like that. So maybe like 4 stitches? I can probably honestly make this all one piece. I had a really smart idea of how I could do this. Because one of them's slightly taller than the other. 1, 2, whoops. 3, 4, 5, 6. Because that'll give me 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So for this one, I'll do single crochet there, and then a half double on the next one to give it a little bit of substance. And then what I want to do is we're going to slip stitch into the chain and then build out another section there so that it sticks out, and do 2 single crochets down this. Yeah. And then I can do that, and I think this will work. Like that. I think that works. I think that looks pretty cute. Yeah, we'll go with that. And that should be more than enough to cut, or to cut that with, to stitch that with. I know what I meant. My duck is escaping. It's not your time yet. We gotta finish up with the rock slime body and the crystal slime body, if we even freaking get that far. Okay, so we got this piece. Oh boy, this is gonna be the fun part. So I need my... Yeah, I'm gonna need these because this is gonna hold the petals in place while I'm stitching them on. Because essentially we want them to form a triangle in the middle over the top of this little guy. So, and leaning, do I even want it to lean toward the back? Maybe a little. Because, okay. So we need it to go kind of like this, because the underneath one has the 2 petals laying over the eyes like this. Oh, it looks so much messier than it will be at the end, but okay, honestly, I don't need them all in place at once, I don't think. I should. Actually, I might be able to freehand it. I hope I can. What we're actually going to do is we're going to secure it in place with the one singular bit right now, because that's kind of toward the center, and it's going to be right... Is it going to be there? No, do it this way. Yeah. Like that? Yes, actually, that's kind of perfect. That one more time. And then tie this off. I'm going to stitch them all down to the bottom, and I'll worry about weaving in the ends after. I just want to get them all stitched on first. Okay. So this one, I'm going to need it right there. Come on now. And then up through that spot. I guess that works. And then we can go up through there for that one, maybe? I think that should be a good enough spot for that. Maybe. Not entirely sure. Kind of. I mean, it works, right? Like that? Yeah, I mean, that kind of works. And I'll do that one more time. Yeah, I definitely left on way too long of tails for this, but it's whatever. I don't care right now. Oops. About to stab my cup. Okay, so I gotta do the same thing on the other side. Right here with this one. Ow. Oh, that's the first time that's happened today. Ow. It's always with a needle. I stabbed right underneath my freaking nail in there. Ow. Not my finest moment, but you know, not the first time I've done that. Okay, then that. And then stitch down to the bottom. There we go. My least favorite part of making plushies. Stitching on details. That's why I try to go for no-sew patterns, because then I don't have to stitch on details. But I was a big old dummy head and decided, oh, let's make an even more complicated puddle slime because that would look so cute. And while yes, it does look cute, it's so frustrating. Well, hello, Tim, and welcome in. And they are adorable. This little puddle one, it only took me like 35 minutes. This one is being a little bit more problematic because of all the extra details that got added. But we're working on it. So welcome. Welcome to the crew. I need... yeah. And... come on. Fast plushies are always the best. And yes, I don't know if you can still see it, but up in the chat log, that link up there to Etsy is the pattern I'm using for the base part of the puddle slime, if you would like. It's not my pattern, but I'm going to support other creators because when other creators make awesome patterns, we got to support them, right? Okay, I just want to make sure it could still be seen up there. I didn't know how far back that was. I have complete time blindness right now because I'm just doing something that I enjoy. And whenever I do that, I lose all sense of time and space. Alrighty, that's the second petal. I think that looks really cute. It looks like he's wearing he's got little eyebrows now. Oh, I will say that egg one, like, I made that one for my sister. Oh God. A year ago, maybe? It was for Christmas. And she immediately put it on her head, so she was wearing a little fried egg, and I was like, I love this. I love this for you. Right? I love my sister. She's so adorable. She may not thank me for saying it, but you know what? I don't care. She's my sister, and I love her. Alright, let's stitch this in place before we stitch the details of the petals, and then we get to do another layer of petals, because I made more work for myself to make them look more authentic. I have a problem, and it's perfectionism. No, I have a problem, and it's called autism. And it makes me a perfectionist, whether I want to be or not. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna have so many of these little freaking tails to tuck in at the end. Oh. Yay, Tism buddies. Honestly, neurospicy people are some of the most creative, crafty people that you'll ever meet. And you can't tell me otherwise. Like, we hyper-focus too hard on things that we lose track of time and get so sucked into whatever project we're doing. But we make some of the best shit. We really do. Everyone's like, oh, that's not normal. That's not healthy. I'm like, I don't care if it's healthy. I made cool shit. Okay? Like, don't come at me with your normal timeness. How dare. Let me have my neurospice. Okay, that's that last bit of the petal. I feel like that's a little off center. Maybe I pull it through. I don't know. I mean, it's going to get hidden with the other petals, so probably not a huge deal. And I'm not selling these ones. These are just for me for the next crochet video. Because I gotta mix my favorite things on my channel. Crochet and video games. Okay. So that's the first level of those. Oh yeah, I do that too. Like after these, I'm doing, we're doing a rock slime, at least the body for it. And then we're doing the body for the crystal slime, which I'm not entirely sure the purple that I have is going to work, but we're going to find out. That's a future me in the video problem. And if I don't, I'm going to have to go find some. Because, whatever. Okay, this one's going to be a little different because if I want it to kind of stitch together. Yes, well, the bodies of these are the velvet, but the petals is actually a really skinny chenille. Because right now, finding yarn that I like is very mix-matchy. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. Come on, there we go. But yeah, most of the time I use velvet and chenille yarn. Occasionally, I will use the super, like, fluffy furry yarn. Not necessarily the faux fur, but the one that kind of looks almost like eyelashy. I will say there's a couple of brands on... There's a couple different brands that I like for the... Yeah. For the velvet that I don't struggle with, and that's the Bernat velvet. It doesn't really shed. It doesn't really get, like, caught. And when you do have to, like, frog it, you can actually really get it not messed up. And for chenille, the Premier... Parfait Chunky is pretty good. I also like the Loops and Threads. What the heck is it called? Skinny Chenille? That one's pretty good. Oh no, we got ads. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to crochet while ads are going because I don't want you to miss it. So I will be right back. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. We're back. We're still alive. And see, as promised, no extra stitching happened off screen because I do this when I'm playing games too. I'm back. And because I always hate it when I'm like watching another streamer and I don't like I miss something because there was an ad break, and I'm like, listen, as much as I'd like to, I cannot afford to pay for subscriptions for every single streamer I watch. That would be like hundreds of dollars a month, and I don't have that. This and YouTube and doing crochet plushies on Etsy and in person, that's my only income right now, y'all. Like, I can't afford to do that shit. And if you can, I mean, more power to you, but like, I can't. So it's been a philosophy of mine since I started doing like YouTube and streaming and everything, is I'm not gonna paywall lock anything. So, right. Yeah, the only sub that I'm paying for right now is my cousin, who is a full-time streamer, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that for my cousin because he's a cool dude and I want to support him and his family. Like, hello. But I can't afford to for, well, hello there. We got new friends coming in. Oh, see, I don't even pay for Prime right now because it's too much. Oh no, I didn't. Shit. Excuse my terrible sailor language. I mean, if you can't see underneath here, like, this is my normal, like, my OC that eventually I will be. So, well, it's my first crochet stream. I normally am playing games because I am an obsessive when it comes to games, but this is my first crochet stream and it's been going pretty good. Yeah, I curse way too much. My mother's probably... Well, I was gonna say my mother's probably rolling in her grave, but honestly, she was just as bad. Oh, yeah, and I mean, I've been doing streaming since, full-time streaming since November. Well, I say full-time streaming. It's like 2 days a week. But I do pretty much daily YouTube uploads. And this is actually going to be background video of me crocheting that's going to go in my next crochet video for my YouTubes. Yes, I do. I'm obsessed with Epic the Musical. If I could play anyone, I would play either Penelope or I would play Cersei. Because I can sing both of them. Honestly, though, if I could do the grit to do Scylla, I would do Scylla in a heartbeat. Oh. And one of my sisters, she's obsessed with Aeolus. And honestly, she has that perfect, like, shit-eating grin gremlin version of herself that she could do it. Yes, Lazar, welcome. Or is it full name Lazarla? I don't know. I'm not the best at those. But... Oh, me and my husband do it all the time in the car. Whenever we go somewhere and he'll turn it on and we'll go back and forth between characters to the point where, like, if he's doing Odie, I immediately will start doing Eurylochus and Polites. And he's just like, why? Like, 'cause it's fun. Leave me alone. I don't know about not being a great singer, but, like, there are a few things in the world that I know I'm good at. And I got blessed that singing is one of those. Laz. Okay. Lazarla or Laz. Okay. Got it. Okay, come on. Come on. Petal, I need you to cooperate just a little bit here. I know we're working with a really tight space to stab a needle through without stabbing myself in the thumb again. Come on now. There we go. Jesus. But welcome. Welcome to the pirate ship. And we are not sea pirates, we are sky pirates, because I am deathly terrified of water. So we sail the high skies, not the high seas. Okay, I think I might be able to get it right there. I mean, all the center bit's probably gonna get hidden with the yellow from the stems anyway, so hopefully. No! Has the flashbacks to frickin' Steven in the shower. Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. The fact that the whole... Rights? Oh. Honestly, one day if I can get my D&D group to go in the skies, oh, it'll be great. Guys, so funny. I love the animation that Neil Illustrator did of him doing that in the shower, and you just see Zeus in the other room like, what the fuck is happening? And it's like, don't worry about it, Zeus. It's just a problem that you technically caused. Oh, Niels is the best. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys listen to the song for this one. This bit's probably gonna get copyright claimed on the VOD, but it's fine. I hope not. Nothing else from Slime Rancher's gotten copyright claimed before, so... I don't know. And Chelsea just has such a pretty voice for this song. I love it. Ah. And I'm partial to 2 box. Oh, 2's so much fun. I'm actually playing... You know what? I'm gonna look right now because I don't remember. I know I got another Slime Rancher 2 stream planned for some point coming up. Oh, let me see. When? That's fair. Next week. Next week's Little Witch in the Woods for Cozy Tuesdays, but it'll be the week after. On the 21st will be Slime Rancher 2 again. Because I try to trade off, so I'm not playing the same things every time. Thursdays until I finish it, though, is going to be Hades 2, because I'm obsessed. And technically for me, did I get it or did my husband buy it for me? I don't know, one of those two. We trade off buying each other games all the time. I can never remember. But yes, Tangle Honeys are great. I'm still trying to decide what I want to mix the honeys with for the crochet video. I haven't come across them yet in the game again for the replay. It's such a pretty song. Ah, the dry reef. Does it? The regular music or the singing part? Because I can turn the music down a little bit if I need to. Or is it just all of it? Because it could just be all of it. The singing. Okay. Well, that could be it too, because I have misophonia, so mine's just all over the place with audio processing. So when the singing part comes up, I will make sure to turn that volume down a little bit. It shouldn't be in, because that's the end of the album, so we got a bit of time. Okay, this should be the final bit here for this one. Oh my god, you're gonna be a pain in the butt, aren't you? Yep, okay. No problem. I do my best to accommodate my crew. And my guests. A lot of what? The stitching? Or the little stringies out the bottom? It looks like a jellyfish now. I kind of love that so much. Oh, I need to get back to crocheting jellyfishes. I did them so much for the longest time. And then I just stopped. I don't know why. Okay. Oh my god, I know. Oh, I could do that. I have a slightly more pastel pink that could look really pretty for a jellyfish too. You know, it'd be really pretty? This with the yellow too. Those two for a jellyfish? Oh. Okay, yeah. When it comes back around to the singing again, then I will turn her volume down. That way it's not too loud. Oh god, okay, I'm gonna have to put my hair up. It's driving me nuts. It was down all this whole time, and I can't do that right now. It's getting too hot in this room because it's too hot outside. And the insulation in this house is terrible. I feel like this house was not built for summers. It's fine in the winter. Summer? No. Okay, just a ponytail, that's all I need. And then my hair will not be hanging down the side of my neck, making me sweaty. I don't need that. Ain't nobody need that. Okay, there we go. Oh, I bet. If I'm gonna do patterns, I don't know if I'll do video tutorials for any of them, but I definitely want to do a couple of different patterns. Okay. God, this is gonna be a pain in it. Well, I did this to myself. You only have yourself to blame, Lily. This is all your stupid fault. Why did you do this to yourself? 'Cause you're a glutton for punishment. That's why. Yeah, honestly, that's fair. I'd like to. Right now I'm just doing the physical plushies just because that's the part that I know I can do well right now. But I'm just really bad at writing patterns. I'm trying, but oh boy, is it being a pain in my butt. Oh yeah, I feel that. It used to bother me more, but I think for me, it kind of got overridden by the whole, I absolutely love the way that the finished pieces look like this. So even having different sized strands doesn't even bother me anymore. And I'm like, what kind of weird level of autism did I get? But you know what? I don't even care. But you can do this, Liz. I believe in you, and us creators gotta support each other, right? Okay, that's that one. Then I gotta stitch in the other side. Oh my god. I didn't leave myself much of a tail for this one, did I? Oh no. Oh boy. The tism be tismin', that's for sure. Okay. I almost lost that. Okay. One more and that should be enough. Yeah, that should be good. Come on, there we go. Let's not pop the thread. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's just cute. What the heck? Oh, that's adorable. Well, you gotta go get you a snack. Now I gotta trim all these down. You know what? This is the longest parts right here. We're just gonna... right across the middle. I know! It's so cute. I love the slimes. Okay, where did my hook go? Ah, I don't need those. I don't need my freaking amigurumi sticks. Yeah, just a little off the top. Honestly, that might even be too long. Because if I want to hide the... You know what? He's just getting even more of a trim. This is like when they tell you it's just a couple of inches and then it's... you have a pixie cut. That's what I just did. We're not going to talk about my crimes. Okay, now I gotta hide all these in here, which is gonna be a pain in the butt. There's 1, 2, 3. Come on. 4. Okay. Some of them. Okay. Let's get that yellow one. Come on. Don't fight me today. The blue was already fighting enough with the shedding, okay? I don't need any more of it from any of you. Oh, I can do 3 at once in this spot. Excellent. Snacks are always good. What is the snackage of today? My snackage earlier was... Ooh, veggie straws. Those are good. I haven't had veggie straws in ages. My snackage earlier was some Doritos. Because I felt like it. Yeah, that's fair. My favorite go-to lately has either been popcorn or pretzels. When it comes to, like, really wanting a salty food. I need to put pretzels on the shopping list for next time, or I'm gonna forget. There's so many little pink fluffs all over his butt now. No. Not the pink fluffs. That is the one problem with this really tiny chenille, is that I can't melt it like I would with the other ones. See, I can't do spicy. I have a lot of digestive issues, so, like, I can eat the spicy, but then I'm paying for it. That's fair. But there we go. We got 2 little slimes. Excellent. I love them so much. Oh, I do think this turned out so good. Even though, like, it's significantly larger than the blue. It still turned out so cute. They're so adorable. Oh. Alright. Oh, yeah, I'm with you on that one. Alright, now we gotta figure out our colors for the rock slime body. I'm not going to do the spikes today, but I am going to do the bodies for them. So I have a couple of options. Well, I'm glad that I did. Let me... Where did they go? Okay. So we could do... We have the blue that we used for the puddle slime again. I have this one, which I think is going to be too dark. Or, if I could get it out... Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Or I could do this one. This one's actually a little bit darker than this one. I don't know if you can tell in the light, but let's find the picture of the rock slimes in game and see if I can match it. Okay. This little guy. Kind of. Now it's overlapping my crochet. How dare. How dare. Okay. I kind of... This one's too dark. That's too dark. It's not going to work. That one's off the table. Oh, God. Thank you, Laz. I appreciate it. Part of the crew. Every time I say it, my sister does the Pirates of the Caribbean. Part of the crew, part of the ship. Part of the crew, part of the ship. And I'm like, stop it. Well, the other thing, I've been kind of trying to base them off of the pictures a little bit, because I think it's a little bit easier to get the, like if I do the decal images. So, like, I could do it, I feel like this is the closest to the body for this one. I think I'm probably going to go with this one, which means I got to do the tiny hook again. I can maybe fudge it with a slightly bigger hook and just start it with the gold hook. So yeah, I think this is going to be the best one. Okay. we've got our choice. And the other thing I'm worried about is that this purple is going to be way too dark, because it looks a lot more purple in person, but the lighting is so freaking yellowy right now, and I don't know why. It's driving me nuts. But that's a future me problem. So I think I'll start it with this one, and then we can switch to a slightly bigger hook to do the rest of the body. But my blue hook can go away. Oh no! Man, am I gonna have to get another one? The paint's starting to come off because I used that one. Well, it does look more maroon, but I promise you it isn't. It's like a purple. It's like, oh, how do I describe it? Yeah, you know how when people think of like a grape purple, that's how it looks in person. Because I have one that's like an actual maroon, and it's not quite like that. Well, see, I have my main like regular light, which is a yellow tinted bulb, and then I have my lamp, and then I have my actual ring light, and that's actually set to like soft daylight color, but that's only because of my visual processing problems. I have very strong astigmatisms in both eyes, so glasses are a must. All right, we got our blue. And this is all free-handed. Yay, because I'm a crazy woman. That's why. Yeah, I will say, if I'm going to go for lays, I've been watching the conversation, but if I go for lays, I go for the baked ones. I don't go for regulars. Or I go for Pringles. I feel like the baked just taste better anyway. Like, they feel more like you're eating real potato. Oh, I'm obsessed with Pringles. My husband likes the honey mustard, but I like the pizza or the sour cream and onion, or just original. Okay, we're definitely gonna need a stitch marker. I'll go with green for this one. I'll go with a green one this time. Right. Potato anything. Have you had gnocchi? Because gnocchi is delicious. I still need to make some for my husband because he's never had it before. And I'm like, this needs to be remedied immediately. Even instrumental, I can turn it down. I'm going to turn it down in OBS. How's that? Is that a little better? Hopefully that's better. Okay, good. Good. No problem. I normally have it a little bit higher when I'm playing games because I have the in-game volume down and I just didn't change it. Okay. So we got to get his little squishy body going. Let's see. How many stitches do I have? Oh, God. I have to try and count these tiny-ass stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe? I need 8, though, is what I need to get this to work the way that I want it to. Oh, God. The frickin' tails. Come on. I just need to get to row 2 and then I can switch to the other frickin' hook. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I know. That's why stitch markers are my best friend. They are my best friend. Okay, that's 2 and 3. Okay. First of all, mark the stitch. Then we're done with that gold one because it's too small for this. Okay, this should be a little better. Shouldn't be as difficult for me to work with now. Stitches are going to be a little bit looser, but if I'm not selling it, I don't care. This is 3.5 for this one. The one that I was using, this is a 2.75. Which is hilarious because they don't look that far apart. But yeah, you were right on the outskirts of that one. What's your favorite size to use though? What's your like go-to? Because mine is usually 3.75, which is what that's what this blue one is 3.75. And then 4 mil. Okay, yeah, I can see that. That's my. I usually go for 4 mil or 4.5 if I'm doing fair. If I'm doing the regular size chenille or velvet, I would go for a 4 or 4.5. But yeah, for normal velvet or the baby velvet or anything like that, it's usually either 3.5 or 3.75 because it's just, it feels like the perfect size. This is too tiny for my liking. I don't know how my mom used to do it. She would crochet thread with like the really tiny titanium ones, and I'm like, mother, how? That's fair. For me, I do kind of a combination of both. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't know how my mom used to do that. I was just like, what? How is that even possible? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, how do you crochet with thread? And she's like, I don't know. I've been doing it my whole life. I'm like, yes, I know, you crazy half English woman. I don't know how you do this, but sure. But at least I can say she's where I get my accent from. And I'm okay with that. The joys of having a family that's just ancestry from everywhere. Everywhere in Europe. A lot of German in there, though. Oh, God. Good luck. I will say, I've done it a few times. I made some of those, like the beaded barefoot sandals where it's just like the over the top of the foot and ties around your ankle. And they were really cute. But after I got done with like 3 pairs of them, I was like, I'm never doing it again. I can't. It's too small for me right now. Maybe when I'm like the age my mother was doing that in her 40s and 50s, then I'll do it. That's fair. Oh my God, that would be so good. I can't do that in the area that I live in. It would not be great for me. Okay, I need to start making this narrowed down. Well, do I? No, honestly, I think it'll probably be fine the way it's going, because it is starting to kind of curve around a little. Yeah, that's fair. I'm the opposite. I have like 3 or 4 sizes of go-to hooks, and then just like an abundance of different sized yarns. But I think that it just works for me that way because of the way that I hold my yarn with it tight around my finger like that the tension's pretty much the same the whole way through. Oh my God. I have multiple different stashes of hooks, and I will buy them in bulk of the same size. Like, this is my 4mm hook, and this one, I have 4 of them right now. No, I'm sorry, I have 3 of them right now. This one, and then 2 backups, because I either lose them, I break them, or the paint starts to come off, and then it turns my hands gray, because the aluminum, and I cannot use the clover hooks. I cannot. I've tried so hard to use clover hooks, and I can't. It just doesn't happen. Yeah. I will say, from everything that I've heard, the ergonomic, like, clover style ones, or just the ones with the bigger handle ones, they last a lot longer than these, but they're too big for my hands. I'm so used to the tight grip that I can't switch now. I'm like, dang it, I ruined myself. Oh God, no. Who can afford clover hooks in this economy? Listen, girl. And I call everyone girl, and I call everyone guys, because I can. And it's just like, at this point, it's like, that's my generic terms of endearment. I even, to my brother, like, we were playing, oh God, what were we playing the other day? Oh no, to my sister, we were playing Mecha Chameleon, and I was hiding at the time, and she comes around the corner, and she stares directly at me, and didn't see me, and walked away, and then As she walked away, I was like, boy, if you don't. And she just turns around and goes, what'd you just say? I'm like, you didn't see nothing. Okay. Understandable. Those awful ravenous rainbows. No, it's the tars. Every time I hear this music in game, I'm like, no, where are they? I need to remove them. No tars, not allowed. Tar's bad. They eat the cute slimes. It's not allowed. I want to figure out how to crochet a tar, though, by the end of this series. Because I think it would be really fun. Just do this big, like, gray-black blob with a bunch of rainbow colors in it. I'm gonna have to find some color change yarn like that, though. I have an idea, but I don't exactly know where I'm gonna get it from. I know what I want, but it's like... I didn't mind it so much because I wanted, for me, I want to, like, experience the full game all in one. And which is why I've been going through and streaming Slime Rancher 2 now, because they added the new, essentially shiny slimes update. That's what I was thinking. Or like one of those ombre yarns that goes through the different colors. So like as I'm stitching it up, because that one I'd probably do from the top down as well. As you're stitching the colors in around, you just color change, and then you'll get like one row will have all red, and then the next one will have a little bit of red to pink, and then pink to orange or whatever. I think that could go really well. So yeah, the variegated could be really nice, but it'll just depend on what I end up with, to be honest. It looks like a little hat. Oh, I hear him. I heard the frickin' tar in that music. I didn't hear that the first time through. Alright. Ah, do not lose stitches. Don't do it. No. Don't do it. No, don't do it. There's me stimming again. It's so much worse when I'm with my husband or with my siblings, though, because we all stim so hard. It's really funny. Oh, there's the elevator one. It's the shimmy. I love this one. It's so bouncy. It's slightly affecting my crocheting, but you know what? We're here for a good jam. Yeah, I'll have to look into it, but I have to figure out how to do the phosphors, and I think I know how I want to do it, because it's really hard to do the little yellow ball in like where the belly would be. So I'm thinking of using glow in the dark yarn. I think that would look so cute for a phosphor slime. Because I know Lion Brand has a glow in the dark purple, yellow, green, pink, and white. So if I got the yellow, the white, and the purple, I could probably do that one. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, I didn't realize how red my hands look underneath there from all the eczema. Oops. Is what it is. Fair. Mine is just, I'll get caught in like a sound loop, and then I'll hear something, and then I just get it stuck in my head. And I'm like, dang it. Or you get like the earworm quotes from random stuff that like sticks in your head. Like the one from frickin', oh god, yeah, the small phrases one. Anytime somebody falls, what you fell over for? Well, I didn't do it on purpose. I don't right now, but I think it's also just because I'm hearing the music, so I've got like the dancey stim going. And I'm okay with that. I love a good dancey stim. Sometimes you just gotta dance it out, you know? My other question is, you know what, actually, I'm gonna go get the pink slime so we can compare sizes, because I already made the pink slime. I'll be right back. Don't worry, I'm still gonna leave everything on there, so. Oh gosh, where'd it go? Where's my pink buddy? Where are you? Where have you disappeared? There you are. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna grab all three so you guys can see which ones there were from the last video that I did. Oh god. I have too many things to step over in this room. But we're fine, we're back. I'm gonna put my headphones on because I can't hear the music now. Okay. So, this is the one that I did for the pink slime, which I think he turned out so cute. So I'm thinking we're gonna do a little bit bigger for the rock slime because I think that's gonna work out really well. Honestly, that's fair. When I used to have to drive an hour-ish for work, I would do like podcasts or something and I would start falling asleep, so I had to switch back to music. There's that one. I also did the tabby because it was so cute. I love this little guy. He's so cute. And then I did the pink tabby Gordo, which turned out really adorable. They're a little family now. Look at them. They're so precious. But yeah, I think for this guy, we're going to do a little bit bigger than this, but not quite as big as the tabby. I don't think I want him quite as big. But I mean, it's different yarns anyway. I know, I love them. By the time I'm done with playing the game and crocheting all of them, and then moving on to Slime Rancher 2 and crocheting the new ones that get added, I'm going to have an entire army of slimes. And I'm so here for it. That's the goal. We want a slime army. The slime army shall consume the world. I think I hear my cat in the other room, but it's not like she's coming and being social. Rude. Okay, we're gonna do this way. There we go. Okay. Yeah, such is the law of Cat. And I mean, with as old as she is, she's earned it. She's about 16. So she's earned it at this point. Yeah, she's a grumpy butt, but I love her. Actually, if I've got a picture of her, I can put her in the folder that I've got the slime chat or the slime pictures in. And then I can... Do I have cat picture? I do have cat. Where is she? Where's my little gremlin? There we go. That's fair. Yeah. Catto time. Yeah, since she's not going to come and be social. There's my little baby. She's so precious. Look at that little baby. She's so cute. I love her. I love her so much. Her name is Sasha. Oh, that's no problem. You're more than welcome to pop in and out as needed. And if you guys do want to watch other streams and you happen to miss them, they go up on every Saturday, usually at 2 and 6 p.m. Central Time, because that's my time zone. So depending on where you're at, that'll be other times. But, you know, YouTube is where all the VODs go and where all my regular Let's Plays and other videos go. But yeah, there's my baby. She's so cute. Yeah, the VOD for this one will probably be up in like... I don't know, a week or two. And then the video that this is going to be up will probably be the same a week or two from now. Once I can get the spikies done for these, because I made so much work for myself. But at least I have the gray to do the rock slime spikes. Which, speaking of, there we go. I'm going to make that a little smaller. So we can see Echo's face. That's my Wolfie. Her name is Echo. That's my, you know, not human form. One day when I get a VTuber model, they're thousands of dollars. I can't do that right now. Yeah, she's a grump and she gets special food because she's too She's too old to eat normal foods. Has to get mixed with special things, and she's spoiled. Like, she were a human child, and I was doing all those things for her, I would be like, you're spoiling your kid. I'm like, no. Excuse me. See, I would, but I have like very specific things I want, and I have the concept art, like all the art that I have on my channel and everything right now is all done by my brother because he's phenomenal. So I have very specific things that I want, and to get a custom one like that, I kind of have to put in the money for it. And I'm like, man, that's gonna suck, but it'll be worth it in the long run. But for now, everybody just gets to see either my hands or my face. So, and I don't mind. I've been doing face cam since I started YouTube and streaming and everything, so it doesn't bother me. It'll just be nice to be able to have the model to be able to, like, fully tell her story and everything, you know? One day. When I'm in my 40s. It's closer than I'd like, but further than you'd think. And I'm just like, man, I'm not ready for that. Let me enjoy my 30s while I can. Alrighty, have fun lurking, and hopefully we'll see you back sometime soon. I'm always live on Tuesdays and Thursdays unless something comes up life-wise and I have to switch it, but I will let people know when that happens. And the schedule's always up on my channels, or on my schedule page on here, so that way you guys can always check. So, about to be 33, so yeah, I get it. But bye, Laz. Thanks for joining while you could. And I'm glad we could all talk crochet with you. Okay. I think... Do we want to start expanding it out a little bit more? Or do we want to go ahead? Nah, we're going to have to definitely add a few more rows before we get to doing the body part if I want it to be the right size. I just realized I haven't had any water in like 40 minutes. That's a problem. I am a Leo. I'm very much a Leo. And my husband's a Taurus. Tell me how that works. Yay, Leo buddies! We do have that kind of like recognizable bubbliness, don't we? It just I feel like it just comes with the lionness. That's actually one of the tattoos I want to get, because I have right now I just have Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, but I want to get a Leo one like out here on this part of my arm at some point. So, right? Like I understand that it may not be it may not be anything at all, but like, why is it so accurate so often? There has to be some sort of science behind it. And I'll take a line from Natalie Portman in the first Thor movie. Magic is just science that we don't yet understand. Okay? Oh, this one's so pretty. I love this piece. This is the relaxed one from the moss blanket. I have quite a mix when it comes to my friends. And I mean my siblings, because I got 2 of my siblings are summer babies, and 2 of them are spring, and one's a fall. Actually, technically she's almost winter, but you know. Right? And it's such a good quote. Plus, she was such a good cast for that movie. Oh my god. I love Natalie Portman. That one, or I get the one that I get a lot from either, be it like family or friends, is like, you're insane. And I'll immediately flip into Jack Sparrow and go, it's a good thing for that, or else this will probably never work. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, my existence probably wouldn't work if I wasn't completely mad. But it's fine. All the best people are. Half of my conversations are just movie quotes, and you know what? I'm okay with that. Oh, this is the courtyard one again from the ancient ruins. It's so good. Okay, so I started the lack of increase here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on row 8, I stopped at the increase. So where are we here? We're all mad here. Exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I think I'll go till 12, and then we'll stop the increases and just do the body down part. I think that'll work. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 3 more rows, and then we just get to do like 8 rows of just single crochets. That's the one downside when it comes to amigurumi, is that it's so much of the same stitch over and over again, and I'm like, ugh, that gets so boring. But it's fine. You know, we may not actually get to the crystal slime body in this one. I don't know. It's gonna depend on how much time I have left before the end of my stream before we get to that. It took a little longer than I thought to stitch on all those petals, but I also wasn't anticipating having to do 6 of them. Oh, yeah, I need to make me a few of those, because I like wearing, like, if I want to be comfy, especially in the summer, I like wearing, like, either the long flowy dresses or, like, they have, like, the super thin material and all that. And what I like to do is I have, like, here, I've got one on now. It's, like, this sheer material, and I have them in, like, the elbow length, like, half t-shirt style, and they're very flowy. But I want to do, like, a very light, thin crochet version of that. I just haven't found a yarn. Maybe I'll make them with bamboo. That's breathable, right? Maybe I'll do bamboo yarn. Because I don't want to do cotton. It's too heavy. Besides, most cotton is not soft. And I need soft if it's going to touch my skin. Okay. Making good progress on the little rock slime body here. Oh god, what eyes did I use for this one? That should be 12mm. Do I have another 12mm eyes in here? I do! Perfect! I gotta get those out. Honestly, fair. I'm gonna have to do that when I get done with this stream and be like, I need to go, like, work out or something. Because I've been sitting here for a while, but actually I probably have to go do the dishes because I didn't do that yet today. Where's the other back? Oh, am I gonna have to open the box just to get one crochet back? Oh, dang it. I am. Oh, where's my box? I think it's down in my storage little tote thingy here. Let's see. Is that the right ones? I can't tell. Yeah, that's the right size. I gotta open. Ah. Well, I mean, if you've already got something planned like that, then that's understandable. Okay, there we go. I just needed one more back for that, dang it. I hate when I do that, when I miscalculate. Oh, ads in 7 minutes. Unacceptable. No, that's how I get paid a little. Gotta do ads, but I'm not going to make you miss anything. Because it's rude to do that. Okay, this should be row 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11. I'll wait until row 12 to mark where the beginning of that is. Very much like a little cone hat, but you know what? I kind of like it. Oh, nice. See, I can't do that. I'm allergic to it. So unless I want to go to the hospital, I can't do that. That's okay. I've discovered other pain relief methods that help a lot. But, right, like, I never blame anybody that does or doesn't. It's just that I can't be around it because it will cause me breathing problems. So I'm like, no. That's fair. I have found a combination of yoga, meditation, and there's a painkiller called Pamprin that's 2 different types of pain relief medications in one that works really, really well for me because it's a slow release, and it helps a lot. Especially when the stomach issues kick in. Oh, God. Oh, I love the glass desert. It's so pretty. Oh, yeah, for sure. Works better than my doll, that's for sure. Hopefully it won't be too many more years and I'll get to just have that problem removed. Because I don't need it. It doesn't work right, and I'm not going to use it, so why would I keep it? You know? Right? I've done that so many times where I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot this thing existed. Right. Ugh. Make life so much easier, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. This row is the one where I put the stitch marker in. And there. Mine is just, a lot of my stuff's genetic, so I don't want to pass it on to anyone. I don't feel like that is morally and or ethically correct of me to do. So, like, I want kids, but at this point, I'd either just foster or adopt. Like, and in this economy, kids? Ugh, no thanks. I can't afford that. I can't afford me. Ah, no. Hook. Damn it. Yeah, mine isn't great, but unfortunately, you know. Oh yeah, baby, no, I can't. I did the, like, child development class or whatever in high school, and it was fine for the time, but then once I gave the robotic baby back, I was like, no, I can't do that. So I've come to the conclusion that my children will probably have fur or scales, possibly feathers, but I'm not really the biggest fan of birds. But I swear if my husband comes home with a freaking tarantula, I'm gonna murder him. I told him no spooters. I was like, you can have a snake, you can have a turtle, a lizard, but if you come home with a spider, I'm going to end you. Potatoes, nice. I'd like to have a garden, I just don't have space for a proper garden. Our house and our property is not very big, so it is what it is. Just get some, like, stacked hydroponic gardens, maybe, and at least do, like, veggies and herbs and whatever and that. See, like, if they're outside, they're fine. But, and I don't mind jumping spiders. Like, a jumping spider could crawl on me, and I'd be like, oh my god, you cute little baby. You're so precious. But if it's a tarantula, absolutely the heck not. I'm going to scream, and I'm going to run, and whoever is left in my wake better hope that it's not angry. Right? Okay, my yarn just looped on itself, damn it. It hasn't done that all day, and now I gotta untangle this mess. I love when this happens. Honestly, for me, though, it's the more like, they're smaller, but I know they're venomous kind, because where I live, brown recluses are a problem. And they look very similar at a cursory glance to a wolf spider, which I don't mind. Because, yeah, wolf spider will bite, but they're not venomous. Brown recluses are venomous. And it's not the regular venom, it's the necrotic venom. And I'm like, of course it fucking is. Where are we, Australia? No. I can handle a Black Widow. They're not as bad. And most likely, the Black Widow's not going to bite you. Brown recluses will bite you for just existing in their space. And I'm like, bro, why? Why you gotta be like that? Like, if I leave the Black Widow alone, it's gonna leave me alone. The brown recluse is like, oh, you exist in my space, now you gotta die. And I'm like, but I don't want to. Bad. Alright, we got ads starting in just a minute, and that gives me a chance to go feed the child her lunch. The fur child. And I shall leave you with the lovely desert music. For whoever's watching that might be subbed. Otherwise, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Well, hey, Dad, my husband. He here. Hello, babe. I will hydrate. And you just had to send your lizard and your raccoons, huh? This guy. Gotta wind up my yarn around my finger. Okay. Where were we? Right. 8 to 10 rows of the same stitch. Over and over and over. The joys of amigurumi. But it will make a cute slime. And that's what we want. Almost lost my needle there for a second. It's got to go on its magnet. That would not have been good. But thankfully, crisis averted. I love the lizard so much, though. I'm gonna have to do a stream where I crochet the lizard and the coaster version, aren't I? Maybe I'll do an entire stream where all I do is crochet my current, like, bunny/Mimi things. Maybe I'll do that. That'll be fun. Let's not lose stitches. Right? Because I have the pattern for Tom the Lizard, and I have the coaster, like the sploot. So I gotta do those. And then I have... There's a couple of other, like, nerdy, memey ones that I have. I have a pattern for a giant Sour Patch Kid, too. I could totally do a Sour Patch Kid. Be really funny. I will say, at least I'm very happy with how the puddle slimes turned out, because I was a little worried about that, the lily pad one for a second there. And honestly, when I get to Slime Rancher 2, I have the perfect color for the Radiant Slime version, the shiny version. I'm excited for that. I'm very excited for that. Come on, there we go. Okay, where did we have the eyes on this one? It is right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, between rows 7 and 8. Okay. So maybe between rows 9 and 10 on this one? Maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9, 10, maybe there? That could be split enough for it to be even. And then how many stitches apart? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, maybe? I can work with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There? Ah, no! I have to recount. There, I think. The only problem with using this thin of a yarn and this big of a safety eye is that it's really hard to get them in the little like space between the stitches because it's so small. Maybe there? Come on. I mean, that looks a decent width apart. I can work with that. Yeah, that'll do. That's acceptable. Okay, now... There we go. Good snap. I love a good snap. Very nice. Okay, now... At least 7 to 9 more rows. Yay! I know I do this to myself. And it's fine that I do. I just... Why? Whatever. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Because it doesn't really matter where, like, where around the side the eyes go, because I'm stitching on the details after I get the body done anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect, because you can't really tell where the end of the rows are working in the round anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that part. I'm surprised with how well this is working up with it being this thin of yarn, but I'm happy about it. The decreases along the bottom are going to be a bit of a bitch. Not gonna lie, they're going to be a bit of a bitch, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. I did for this little guy. I did for this dude. It worked out in the end, so I still love this little guy. I'm gonna have to find a good, like, red-orange for when I end up coming across the fire slimes, too, because I don't have that one yet in the game. But I'll have to hold off on doing the phosphors until I get the glow-in-the-dark yarn, because if I don't have the glow-in-the-dark yarn, it's not gonna look right. Plus, I know there's a UV, like, resin cure light around here somewhere I can use to show off that it actually glows without having to take it outside in the god-awful summer heat. Blech. No thanks. I choose life. Not melting in the heat. I don't want to look like this little guy. I don't want to melt. It's too hot for humans. Almost done with that row. Come on, there we go. Before I get more yarn wrapped around my finger, I need another drink, but something a little sweeter this time. Can't get to that drink. Jesus. Let me get to my cup. I just want my strawberry juice. Dang it. Let me have my strawberry. Ah, I caught myself in the yarn. Story of my life. Alright. I know it looks like he has a cone right now, but he won't once we get him stuffed, because this bit at the top will stretch out more like this did. So, he won't look so much like he's got a cone head. I know, he looks funky right now. He'll be fine. Besides, having a bigger space at the top, I think, is going to help me be able to fit the spikes on a little bit more. And I think what I want to do... let me see if I can find the picture in-game of the rock slime. Because... let's see. Because I know there's the two little spikes in the front... And I think there's at least one or two in the back. So I might be able to make enough spikes to, like, hold him in place so that he won't roll over. I hope so. I'm going to go back to the other one because I'm using that as a baseline. Air-fried marshmallows. I've never had air-fried marshmallows. I just eat them straight out the bag. Although I did see somebody making at-home s'mores, like, just in their kitchen, because they had, like, the creme brulee torch. And what they did was that instead of getting, like, marshmallows and melting them, they got marshmallow fluff. They put a Reese's peanut butter cup on the, like, the tongs. And then they they wrapped it in the marshmallow fluff. They toasted the outside of the marshmallow fluff and then stuck it between 2 graham crackers. And I was like, you made a Reese's s'mores with marshmallow fluff? Excuse me? I beg your finest pardon. Right? And I was like, I don't like Reese's, but I'd try it for that. I don't mix my chocolate and my peanut butter because I like to enjoy them separately. I'm weird. I know that. Right? I'm like, oh my God. You could probably do it if you just had, like, a candle or something, and you just lit it. You could probably do that too. And it would probably do the exact same thing. But yeah, just a jar of marshmallow fluff and a Reese's. You could probably do it with, like, if you had, like, a Lindt chocolate ball or something, and you stabbed it through the chocolate ball, or if you just stuck, like, you know, you just stuck 2 pieces of chocolate on the tongs and then wrapped them in the marshmallow fluff, it'd probably do the same thing too. Oh, could you imagine doing it with a chocolate-covered strawberry? I just had an epiphany and now I want to try that. Oh no. But I don't have a creme brulee torch. I could do it with the candle. I could try it with the candle. I got a lot of those. I know, right? I'm killing myself. Oh, God. Dang. The only thing of that I think that I have that I could eat is I have some chocolate. And there might be graham crackers somewhere in the kitchen. But that don't help with the marshmallow fluff or the fruit or the anything. And it's not a shopping day, so I can't go to the store. I mean, I could go to the store, but I got no monies to go to the store right now. I can't do it. Right? Oh, I'm jealous. And hopefully they come out all crispy, toasty, perfect for you. As they should. Alright. Making good progress on this little rock slime here, but I can tell you what. This thin stitching is gonna kill me. Oh, the wrists. It's not just that, it's the keeping the tension tight so that you don't have massive holes through all the stitching for the fluff to come out. Because when I first started working with this, oh, it was not good. It was not very good. Thankfully, one of the first things I made with this did not require stuffing, but... Actually, do I have one of those on hand right now? I don't, but I will get one before the end of this stream so I can show you what I made. Because it's funny. Alright. Wrap up the yarn so I keep the tension. I don't even know if we're going to get to the duck today, the way this is going. Dang. It's fine. We'll manage. Alright, how many more rows do I need? At least like 4, probably, for the body. I think he's still going to turn out bigger than I anticipated, but that's okay. I just wanted all of the other ones that have the details to be bigger than the pink slime, so I think we've succeeded. I think we've succeeded in that goal for sure. Like, yes, in game, I know the pink slimes are the same as everybody else. I don't care. The pink slimes just feel like they're smaller because they don't have the accessories. Oh, that sounds really good, though. Excellent. One of my other favorite ones that I do a lot for breakfast is if I've got the really soft, fluffy tortillas, I'll put peanut butter on them, and sometimes with honey, and I'll just roll it up and eat it that way. That's great. I don't know why I started doing that, but I did, and now it's become a weird, like, comfort food thing for me, but it tastes wonderful. Ah, stop skipping stitches here. Listen. Fingers, cooperate. Alright. Let's see, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're gonna need, yeah, at least 4 more rows. I don't think I'll have to go to the full 10 that I was thinking, but I think at least 4 more rows for the body. But we'll see how it looks when I get to 6 rows. Because I think I only did 5 for this little guy. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, did I only do 4? Really? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I did 5 rows for the pink one. So 6 to 8 I feel like might actually be good for this. So we'll see. Yeah. Excuse you. How it turns out when we get there, you know? Oh, this is the nighttime one for the ruins. I was like, which song is this one? I don't recognize it. I don't think I went to the ruins much at night in the first game, so that's probably why I don't recognize it. I was very much, when I would play Slime Rancher, I was a go the furthest out you can first and then work your way back. I don't know if that's how I'm going to play it the second time through with this series, but we shall see. Alright. Jesus, I got stuck. Come on. Be cooperative. Beautiful. Excellent stitching. I like it. I always love when you get like really far into a project and you look back at the stitches you've done, you're like, oh, they're just so smooth and even and they look fantastic. It gives me that sense of accomplishment, you know? Like I have succeeded in a thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Okay, at least one more row. I think we might actually be able to get away with doing stitch. No, I yarn over. I've tried doing yarn under, and it just, for some reason, I don't have the same success with it. I don't know. I think it's just a personal thing, but plus I like how the inside looks when I yarn over as well, so. Oh, fair. I'm barely used to watching myself crochet because I just, half the time I'm not even looking down at what I'm doing. I'm like watching stuff on YouTube or watching random like Netflix shows or whatever, or movies, and I'm like, if I don't have to think about the pattern or I can count my stitches as I go, I don't tend to look down unless I feel that I've slipped a stitch. So I'm not even used to watching myself crochet. So doing this series, and I did when I was playing through Paleo Pines, at the end I started crocheting the dinosaurs from there and just doing other types of crochet videos and whatever, and seeing myself crochet, I'm like, this is so weird. I've never watched myself do this before. Felt very strange. Alright, we're almost at the end of that row. Then we get to start doing the decreases. I'm going to do a slow decrease for the top, like the little bit around the bottom before it curls in. And then after that, we're going to do some pretty aggressive decreases to get a relatively flat bit underneath. Thank you, dear. Ugh. Tanka for the hydrate. I have been forgetting to do that today a bit while I've been streaming. I was doing really good at first, and then I got super into the crocheting part, and then I was not thinking about it. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like that has the same vibe as, like, I can listen to the show, but I prefer subtitles, because then my brain doesn't have to process as much, like, audibly. Unless, of course, I'm watching, you know, anime. Because most of the time, I end up watching them subbed, not dubbed, and I kind of have to put all the stitches, because, you know, newsflash, I don't speak Japanese, so I can't exactly understand what's going on. Kind of wish I spoke Japanese, but most foreign languages do not stick in my brain. Okay, so I think For this row, I'll do the same as I was doing for this for the increase row and just do the 4 decreases. And then after that row, we're going to really go heavy into decreasing. So this is going to be interesting. 1, 2, and 3. No, I'll mark it from the outside. It'll be easier to tell. That don't help me. I can't read it. I am a big stupid. Well, I wouldn't have known. Okay, so that's... Okay, it's gonna have to be those two stitched together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the decrease. I can speak. Sort of. Words are hard, man. Nope, I do not. I do not speak it. Okay, and then from that one... Okay. English just... There are so many things in the English language that you look at and you're like, but it doesn't make sense, and there's exceptions for most of the rules, whereas most other languages don't have that. And I'm like, I learned one of the hardest languages as my main language growing up, and I still get differences in my language between American English and like British English, and I'm like, damn it. Okay, one more and then the decrease. And of course, to non-English speakers, we sound crazy. Because of the way that we can mix words together and the amount of slang depending on where you live. Oh my god. And I feel like it's particularly bad with American English because the US is just so big that there's so many different like slang terms and dialects and whatever for different areas, and it's like most other countries don't have that problem. Granted, most other countries aren't quite as big as the US, so it is what it is. Alright. There's our first decrease row, which is going to look a little silly until we get it stuffed, but that's okay. Whoops, that needed to be a decrease. My bad. Oh, I love doing invisible decrease. It's so nice. Okay. How many stitches do I have to work into, though, for this? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 10 is the decrease? No. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. 12 is the decrease. Okay. So I could do 5 in a decrease. And then another 5 in a decrease. I could do that. And then do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 until we get to the bottom. I think that'll work. So, 1, 2, 3. Mark the beginning of the row so you don't lose it, you big dummy. 4, 5, and then decrease. 6, 7, and 1. That might be right. I don't know. We're going to go around this way and see what happens. So, 8, 9, 10. 11. No, it's not, but that's fine. Even if it ends up as uneven at the end, I think this is going to be where I want to go, so. Decreases always look funky to me anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 and then a decrease. Even if it's a little off. Whatever. It's fine. 3, 4, and 5 with the decrease. I'm getting there, slowly but surely. Getting close to the end of this little guy. Yeah, even if I'd wanted to, I don't think I would have gotten to the crystal one today, but that's fine. We got both the puddles. And like I said, that was really my goal. Was to get the 2 puddle ones and at least part of the rock one done. I could do the other ones off screen. That's fine. I'm gonna do the spikes off screen anyway because I know those are gonna be a pain in the butt. And stitching them on, oh god, that would take me an entire stream in and of itself. Oh, all right. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I do kind of want to, once I am done with at least Slime Rancher 1 doing all the slimes, I want to go through and get the pattern from the same creator that did the Puddle Fire Slime pattern. And I want to see what their pattern is for the other slimes and see how different it is from the one that I came up with, because I think that'd be very fun and interesting. Honestly, not too far off with the stitch count here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, it really wasn't far off with the stitch count. Okay. I'll take that. It's fine. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna immediately start to close in like that, so I can work with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we do the decrease. Very nice. And I don't know if the next crochet video I'm going to do is going to be slimes or if it's going to be something else. I think it's going to be dependent on what my projects are at the time. Because I don't know if by that time the crochet video for these slimes is going to be up yet on YouTube. I don't know. I don't have a schedule for those. They just go up when they're done, because they take a long time. Two, 3, 4, and then a decrease. And I think after, probably not the next row, but the row after, I can start stuffing it. I think that'll be good. 2, 3, 4. Come on. There's my decrease. Okay. Okay. That's that row. Stretch out my hands again and crack all my knuckles. I'm so sorry. It's a lot of snap, crackling, and popping right now. Oh, you know what? Sometimes it's the only way that you can stretch out the fingers, you know? And sometimes when you're in the process of that, they just snap, crackle, and pop. Like Rice Krispies. And 3. I'm glad I'm not the only one, though. I know my mom used to do it, but the issue with hers is that when she was in her early 20s, she had 2 cysts, like right here in her wrist. So she had these big scars across the top of her wrist where they had to go in and take them out. And so every time she would go to like try to pop her wrist or even roll her wrist, you'd see her like massaging the spot where the cyst originally was. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't have that problem, but what did they come from? And she goes, I have no idea. I'm like, great. Hope I don't have those in the future. She's like, well, if you're going to get them, you'll get them in your 20s. And then they'll never come back. And I'm like, well, I don't think I got them then. Thankfully. God, I would have hated that. Well, that's good. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they will reduce, but hers did not. They had to be removed. Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I didn't. Okay. Thought I miscounted. I couldn't see the decrease stitch very well. I was like, excuse me. Did I miss something? No, I did not. 3 and... Oh, really? Fair enough. I mean, I'm sure there's different ones that can show up at different times in your life, too, so... As long as they're not cancerous, right? That's the real worry, is you gotta make sure they're not cancerous. If they're malignant, that's fine. No, not malignant. What is it? Benign? That's the word? I always mix up which one's which. Benign is the good one and malignant's the bad one, right? I think. It's fair. I always try to take breaks with mine. What was the M word that I was thinking of instead of malignant? I don't know. Yeah, okay. I knew one was one and one was the other, but, you know, brain not braining, because... I knew what you meant. I don't know how to spell it either. Okay, do I start stuffing here, or... No, I'll do one more row. There we go. That's the right word. Got there eventually. That's the important part, right? Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Well, hello there. Welcome to the crochet stream. I am slowly but surely coming to the end of this little ball that's going to end up being a rock slime eventually. And I suppose when I get to the next crochet stream, I will show you guys the finished of the crochet and the rock and the crystal slimes, right? For those who missed the crochet video, if it's even out by then. If it's not, you guys will get a sneak peek. It'll be in a couple weeks when I get back to crocheting again, because the next week is going to be Little Witch in the Woods, which is also equally cozy. And then the week after that is me playing through Slime Rancher 2 on Tuesdays. Then we'll be back for more crochet. Which one's this one? Oh, this is Moss Blanket. I was like, which version is this? It's the nighttime version. That's why it sounded weird to me at first. Okay, 1, a 2, and 3. Okay, now we can start stuffing this little buddy here. All right, we gotta make him look round like this guy. It's gonna be a bit of an endeavor, but I got this. Not my first rodeo. All right. There we go. That's a little bit of stuffing in there. Definitely going to need at least double that, if not triple, in order to actually get it to the size that I want. Let's not get polyfill up my nose. Oh my god. It's the plan. Almost there. Okay. Less cone, more round ball. That's the goal. Less cone shape. Oh, you're gonna make me stretch while I'm trying to... It's gonna have to wait until I'm done stuffing. Then I will stretch. Listen, it's not intentional. But when you pull it out of the bag sometimes, it just poofs into the air. And if you breathe in at the same time, it's a disaster waiting to happen. See, that's slightly less cone shape. Okay, we're gonna take the hook out because it's just being in the way right now. Okay, I will stretch. Ugh. I stretched not that long ago because I got up to feed the cat, but... Okay. More polyfill. Is polyfill just like the equivalent of like when you're cooking, just more butter? More polyfill. That's the crochet equivalent of saying more butter. More polyfill. See, that's better. That's a lot better. We're gonna have to readjust the eyes a little bit, but that's better. He's less of a cone and more of a round squishy ball. He's flying away. Oh god. Flying, rolling. I knew what I meant. Okay. Yeah, that's better. That'll do. Okay. Still needs a little more in the middle because it's not quite ball shape enough. And I can always add a little more as we go. Okay. Now the fun part. Stitching it shut with the fluffs in there.
Oh boy.
You with butter. Yeah, pretty much. Just more. It's the Aaron Hansen meme from Game Grumps. More! More! Oh my god. Okay. Come on. We're almost there. We've almost got this guy done. Come on now. There we go. That one. Let's not lose my stitches here. We're so close to the end. We're not losing stitches now. There's that. And I think when I... Am I going to use the smaller hook when I close it off? No, I think I'll just stick with this one. Oh, God. Please don't. I can't with you sometimes, man. That's a singular one, not a one of those there. Ah, no! No losing stitches. Not now. It's unacceptable. And one there. And then a decrease. Come on. There we go. I mean, are the two things not the same? Come on. You imply that I ever had it. Okay. Oh, that's really a little loose around the bottom, but that's okay. I can work with that. I mean, if it's just for me, it doesn't have to be perfect anyway, so... A little more fluffs. There we go. That should be enough to finish filling in the bottom. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna take away your hydrate privileges. Okay. Almost there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. No, not you. I've seen Josh's pop up, but he does that a lot though. I swear, that's how I know when he's done it, or like when he's hopped into stream, is that I just get like I get the immediate hydrate. I am not. No, I saw yours come through. So yeah, you're good. And no, I'm not mad at you. You're a butt sometimes, but I'm not mad at you. Oh, no. You gotta me do a nerd moment? What am I nerding out about today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's good. That's my bottom. That's the base. We have completed the slime. Or at least the body of the slime. Okay. You know what? I will nerd out in a second, and I'll show you the puddles, because we're gonna have a cute nerd moment. That's what we're gonna do. Taman's been here to see the slimes come together. They know. Okay. There we go. All stitched together. Oh no! Up until recently, I know, well, I say recently, but last year, I know the feeling. Okay, I'm not going to worry about trying to stitch it in with this one because it's just so thin. It's not going to go nicely. It's all good. Okay, so for my nerd moment, we are going to nerd out about, first of all, that turned out great. But second of all, we did this little guy today, the little puddle slime. And we love him. He's adorable. But we also made the lily pad version. Look at him. He's so cute. I love him. He's so adorable. I would die for this slime. I would die for him. This is my child. I love him. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we got the 3 of these done today, so that's pretty good progress. You can go over here with the rest of the slimes. Okay, pink slime. But I will do the spikes for this guy off stream, and then I'll have to try and see if I can have a better purple, oh, excuse me, for the body of the crystal slime. I'll do that. Let me see if I can find the picture of the crystal, because this is the one that they give you, the, like, picture in-game. So I'm going to try and see if I can match that purple as closely as possible. The one that I have is pretty close. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close to that. But I almost feel like I need one that's slightly more blue than the purple I had. Because the one that I normally use is slightly on the, like, pinkish reddish tint. I don't know. But it is what it is. I think we did good today. And I'm proud of that. Now, I'm gonna go see if we've got someone we can go say hello to with the end of our stream here. You know what? we're gonna go say hi to the Tiny Gremlin Art. Cactus is over there playing a witch spire, and they always appreciate the cozy game vibes. So if y'all want to stick around for that, we can do. If not, I'll be back on Thursday for some Hades 2. Trying to get through that game. And then next Tuesday will be Little Witch in the Woods for some cozy potion making and such things. Of course, and it's glad to see you join the crew over here. And up there somewhere was the link for the video for the first Slime Rancher crochet video, if you want to check that out. But yeah, we're gonna go say hello over here to our tiny gremlin friend. So, if you need to and you haven't done already, get some drinks and a snacks and whatevers. And I will see y'all back here next time. Alrighty. Bye, guys. Bye. Thanks for stopping in today.